Are you ready to dive in the world of project management? Hit that subscribe button as we explore how to stay relevant in an agile workforce. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrew Everett, PMP, and I know I've been gone for a little bit of time, but I'm back. And I just wanted to let you know I was actually upskilling my project management skills in this area that I want to tell you about. It's called generative AI. And we're going to talk about this. This is one of the leading and most trending search areas in any field, not just in project management, but in any field. So you're going to need to know how to utilize this in the project management workforce and in this profession. Otherwise, you're going to be passed behind, because competitors, leading and cutting edge project managers are using generative AI, GenAI, right now, and also in any other profession. You need to also learn how to utilize GenAI because within the next 5 years, if you're not, most CEOs, over 70% of CEOs say they're going to target individuals that have GenAI backgrounds. So we'll get into that detail. First and foremost, what is artificial intelligence, or AI? AI is just basically machines speaking to other machines to learn like humans. Think of this, since the day computers were created, they wanted to learn how to mimic human interaction. This is what artificial intelligence basically is. And Gen AI is just extending that in a form of just generating a product at the end, generating the key term of generative AI product. That could be an image, it could be a report, document, it could be an object. There's many different things that it can be. That's their key within generative AI. One of the key things within generative AI is the human has to feed whatever the end result that they're looking to get out as an output. They're going to have to feed that information, and they're going to have to structure it in a way that the AI system can interpret that and generate whatever that end product is. I'm going to also give another example. Think about how this may relate within project management. Think of some of the tasks that are very time consuming, that it takes a lot of time to generate: schedules, meeting summaries, project plans. We'll discuss how generative AI not only can get you started, but can also improve your workflow and free you up with other more time consuming deliverables and duties that are within project management. As a project manager, you're constantly planning, organizing, and overseeing projects. There's a lot of tasks, reports, managing teams. So there's a lot of use cases that you can use GenAI. And I'm not here to say what GenAI platform or application you should use. You can research them. There's a ton from Copilot, Gemini, ChatGPT, etc. Adobe. There's so many various. Everyone is getting into the generative AI field. So you'll see it's a ton I may be speaking about right now that may not exist in here. There's going to be a lot. That's the one thing with AI. It's constantly changing, and hopefully for the better. But think about those tasks, the project planning, meeting summaries. There are a lot of use cases. Imagine AI automatically generating meeting summaries after you had a Zoom call, a Microsoft Teams call. AI could be there, and that's one of the things I want to first start out about talking, and this is the most critical thing, is making sure that you have security whenever you are engaging any form of AI to give you the right authorization and use prior to you utilizing it. Because if you utilize AI and you are not authorized to utilize AI, that could potentially lead to data leakages, compromises of personal identifiable information, etc. So you want to make sure that you have the right proper authorization of use for the AI application or tool that you're utilizing first. But you can integrate an AI tool to be able to capture that data from the meeting, especially if it's a web-based meeting. And it can give you a meeting summary and a report, and it can put it in your email inbox so then you can distribute it out to whoever was part of that meeting or other stakeholders, ensuring that they stay on the same page. Think of it also as potentially assessing team skills. There are a lot of proposals, or there are a lot of projects, special projects where a project manager may need to assess the team skills and their ability to see if they're able to accomplish whatever that project or deliverable is. Generative AI can do it all for you. You feed the resumes, LinkedIn pages, include the statement of work, the job duties description, etc., training expectations, and it can, within seconds or minutes, provide you a breakdown of a skills matrix and where your gaps are and deficiencies. This saves you a lot of time, effort, and energy, where a lot of organizations were spending hours and potentially even weeks trying to analyze this data manually in order to get graphs, reportings, and/or dashboards. So saving a lot of time with skills matrix development plans. And it also can recommend you training and recommend you who and where and how long it will take, and the cost breakdown. There's also project documentation. It can screen and analyze various project documentation that you have, summarize those reports, and feed it back to you. Provide you requirements and test case dashboards. These are some of the most huge and critical things. You can have RSS feeds that are integrated into whatever system or dashboard that you want to have. And you can have that provide you that critical, big information that you are looking for. Kanban style, so project team members, other management PMO offices can see the critical KPI details that they're looking for in a dashboard format. AI can also be used to create presentation slides and notes. Think about that. A lot of time, people don't want to spend a lot of time creating slideshows and presentations. A lot of times people are focused so much about the formatting and they already have the data. It's just creating the formatting, making sure that it's the right structure, making sure it's visually appealing. AI can do that all for you. So it's about utilizing the right AI applications, platforms, and tools to create more efficiency within your project management duties. So then you are freed up so you can empower the other team members to remove any impediments, so you can handle it. You can make sure that those deliverables are accomplished on time. Also think about utilizing it for establishing risk. AI can analyze various different risks that are currently out there, create dashboards. Now, granted, like I mentioned earlier, one of the first things, you want to make sure that you're sanitizing and that you engage security when you're feeding some of this information, because the information that you're feeding, you do not want it, especially if this system is owned by another entity. You do not want potential data leakages. So you definitely want to make sure that you have the right proper authorization for use prior to doing any of this. But you can utilize it for creating a lot of these risk dashboards, risk registers, etc. AI is huge and critical for any project management application. But one of the last things I want to talk about is human in the loop. You are the human in this loop. You do not want AI to just automatically do job duties or responsibilities, especially within project management. The human has to manage the project. The human has to manage the AI system. The human has to make sure the outputs are exactly what they're looking for, meeting the requirements, are in context. The human has to be in the loop within any AI platform or application. So you are the human in the loop. The human has to make sure that the information is sanitized, that they have the right authorization. So you are the human in the loop with the AI system. So that's one of the most important things outside of the security piece. They're tied in tandem because the human is in the loop with the integration within the AI system. Make sure that you, in whatever career area that you're in or industry, that you are learning about generative AI, whether in the personal use case or whether in the business use case. Learn how to utilize it for your advantage. Obviously, you want to make sure that you receive the right and proper authorization before utilizing it, but you want to make sure within the next 5 years that you know how to utilize it for improving your workflow and within especially your work field. Because within the next 5 years, if you're not one of those 70% that knows how to utilize it, you might be looked over for someone else that knows the proper use cases. Thank you once again for coming to my channel. Make sure that you don't leave here without subscribing and sharing this content. We'll have other videos on this topic area, so definitely come back soon. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more project management content. See you on the next